What's good, y'all? Demon D. Just bringing this video today. Give you a couple of words of inspiration and hope. Why do I have a YouTube channel? There's a million and one reasons, but number one reason would be I was watching videos one day and I seen Tall Guy Car Reviews videos and I seen Corey, and it was something about the way he was talking and the words of inspiration he gave about chasing dreams and chasing goals. And before you knew it, I started my own YouTube channel. And I still really don't know the focus of my channel. I'm kind of still learning my channel, and I'm kind of still learning this whole thing. One of the things I enjoy doing is getting out there and meeting with different YouTubers, seeing what they do, what they put into their channels and the work they put in. Mod to Fame, Stunner Reese, Tall Guy Car Review, Mr. Organic. I know I'm missing a few other people out there that I've linked up with and made videos. Hellcat Jones, the whole Shy Squad. I'm on my way soon to meet up with the Texas Squad, Real to Real, the Dwani Effect, 728 Autos. These are all people that I've networked with over the years through YouTube. And basically, I've come to meet some of them in person, and I've talked with some of them online. And either which way, it was a great networking and connection. Now, that being said, I mean, that's just one facet of it. The other facet of it is, you know, I touch upon this in some of my videos, and I don't really like to harp on it because it doesn't define me, but about 8 years ago, I had a really bad illness. I had a bad, first to start off, I had a bad accident on the job. It resulted in surgeries here. You can see that scar, and I got some surgeries on my right lung because of a lung collapse. I had spontaneous pneumothorax, which was a result of my injuries, and it put me in the ICU for 7 days, away from my family, away from everyone. And it was one of those things that gave me a moment of pause in my life, and it made me think about, what am I really doing? Not that I was living a bad life before this, but I definitely wasn't getting the most out of life. I wasn't looking for true happiness. What is true happiness? Honestly, I don't know. I'm nobody special, but to me, true happiness means you find those things that get you up out of bed every day, that get you going, that get your spirit stirred, that get your soul going. And regardless of how tired you are, or regardless of how much energy you're gonna spend doing something, you don't care. You're gonna do it. And that's what I say is true happiness, because when you're truly happy, there's no sickness, there's no injury, there's no lack of things in your life that can get you down. And what do I mean by that? Well, one of the biggest mistakes people make is they think money is everything. They think money is happiness. I'll tell you right now, before I got injured, I had money, and I was not happy like I am today. And what I mean by that is, you know, you mistake the fact that you can purchase things, or you can go places, or you could do things with money that will bring you happiness. You can buy cars and all this other stuff. No, the cars I own and the cars that I buy through my business and I drive and I review, they're not happiness. What makes me happy is when I make a video and put it together and put it out there for the world to see. And I did that. You know, growing up as a kid, something like that would have taken an entire Hollywood studio. It would have taken a film crew. It would have taken all kinds of permits to do the kind of stuff that we do on YouTube and shoot the kinds of videos that we shoot. Now, when I tell you money isn't everything, I shoot all my videos from an iPhone, and I edit them all on iMovie. So, I mean, realistically, that's not a lot of money when you think about it, putting into a YouTube channel or an investment in yourself. Most of us already have a smartphone. You can shoot from a Samsung, a Pixel, and you don't even need a laptop. You can actually download a movie editing app onto your phone. So for the first time in history, it's super easy to create content, and it's super easy to make things that appeal to you. You don't have to do anything anyone else in the world wants you to do. You do what you want to do. That's why it's called YouTube. So to surmise it real quick and not get too far into it, because a lot of people touch on this and they do a much better job than I do discussing how to pursue your dreams and your goals. All I can tell you is I have been on this journey now for 10 years, let's say. Let's just round it up to 10 years. Whether it be reinventing myself because of my injury, or whether it be discovering new facets of myself that I never knew I was capable of, things that I could do that before I just didn't have the confidence in myself, nor did I have the motivation to get it done. But because something like this YouTube thing, I enjoy going places and seeing cars. I'm one of those people that I could walk around the parking lot and make my own car show in my head, because since I was a kid, I've loved cars. You may ask yourself, why do I love cars since I was a kid? Well, just a brief overview, man. My dad is a machinist, 43 years. I was probably working on cars with him before I could even say words. Before I knew my ABCs, I knew what a 1/4-inch bit was. You know what I mean? My dad literally rebuilt his Chevelle motor in the driveway with just his hand tools and himself. And it was just amazing to me as a kid to see my dad take this full big Chevelle apart and put it back together and have it running better. And I was hooked, instantly hooked, addicted to gas. That's one of my Instagram channels, addicted to gas. So, you know, as things went on, as time went on, I actually purchased my dream car, which is a 1986 Mustang GT. Why an 86 Mustang GT? Because around that time in my life, I was about 12 or 13 years old, somewhere in that age group, where I first came across a Mustang GT. And for some reason, that car just spoke to me. I was in love. I was instantly addicted. Somewhere when I was around 18, I almost bought I think it was a 93, a 92 or a 93, the last year model of the Fox body Mustangs. I almost bought it brand new, and my dad told me something, and I'll never forget it, and I thank my dad every day for this information. He said to me, he said, do you think that car's gonna really make you happy? And I said, yeah, Pop, of course. I'm going to be driving around. I'm going to be the man. I'm going to be able to race. I'm going to hook the car up. He says, well, that's cool too. He goes, but what happens if the car gets hit overnight and totaled out and you lose that money? What happens if somebody steals the car? We live in Corona, Queens, man. They used to, you didn't lock your car down, man. You talk to anybody from Corona, your stuff was gone. You know what I mean? So he made a very valid point in my life. He said, my son, why don't you take your money and invest it in things that are going to, later on, take care of you and take care of the things you want to purchase so that you can live life happy. What in the world did he mean by that? So I could live my life happy. I'm going to be happy at 18 with a Mustang. That's what I thought, you know. But as time went on, it started to clear up in my head and make sense. Material possessions and things do not make you happy. They are things that you have. They're things you purchase and use, and they're around you. But honestly and wholeheartedly, they don't make you happy. Possessions possess you if you allow them to. A house, a car, jewelry, money. These are all things that can potentially possess you. And if they possess you, you no longer can connect with your happiness because you're now driven by these possessions and what they represent to you and what they represent to others. Now, don't get me wrong. Having possessions, if that makes you happy, that's your cup of tea. This is a no judgment zone in here. Demon Durango area, no judgment zone, strictly positivity, strictly blessings, strictly kindness. I'm just sharing my own personal experience in life. Okay, I grew up with nothing. We were a big family. Growing up, we were 7 people in a 1-bedroom apartment, and later on, the family just kept expanding. You know what I mean? So when you go through those things, when you're 5 boys in the bathroom trying to get ready in the morning, and your 5 brothers growing up thumping it out for a bedroom, thumping it out for space in your room, you start to learn to enjoy the simple things of life, like privacy, quiet time alone, mental thinking. And as you get older, you start to really appreciate it. I love each and every one of my brothers and sisters. Thank God for them. They are inspirational people, each and every one of them. So I'm blessed that way, to have a large family and have a soundboard like that, to be able to go back to them when I have ideas and talk to them about stuff and know that they're giving me back a feedback that is good for me personally. Not what they want to see or what they want the world to see, but actually what they think for me is going to be a good thing, and what they believe is going to be a good thing for me. You know, so I'm totally humbled by my family continuously. A bunch of great people in my family doing great things, and I'm just trying to be one of them like them. So I hope that gives you a little bit of better understanding of me, Demon Durango. I know a lot of people like to know the numbers and the money part of life and all that stuff like that. A real estate entrepreneur, small business entrepreneur. Prior to this, I was part of a major construction group for a major company. I'd rather not say names. Did major work in New York City, like major work. If you look at one of my videos, you'll see I have an old video footage of a rooftop that we used to work on, and you'll just see exactly the kind of stuff I was doing. It was a great job. I enjoyed it. It did make me happy because I worked with great people and we were doing great things in this city, you know. Unfortunately, I was injured and it took me a long time to get over that part of life. You know, we have things happen to us and we all go through it, man. I'm a human being just like everybody else. I have days where I feel like I'm getting my head kicked in, but what you have to do is the days you're getting your head kicked in, you have to give thanks to God. Because guess what? Those days you're getting your head kicked in is proof to yourself that you are stronger than what you believe. Let's say that again. Those days that you go through that is proof to yourself that you are stronger than what you believe. All you have to do is remind yourself of the things you've been through to this point, and remind yourself how strong you were to endure those things and get to this point. And instead of wearing them and holding them as the reasons maybe you're not where you're supposed to be, use them as the motivators to say, hey, I accomplished these things, I got past these things, I got over these things, and I move forward in life. So, you know, when you take it from that perspective, at least for me, it gives me that push. It makes me get on that red-eye plane and go to California and take time out of my business day to meet up with a guy like Corey, who's so inspirational and shares his story with everybody. It takes me to a road trip to Chicago with my boys Montefame, Eugene, and Steph, and the whole crew over there, Derek, and Gamer Cam, and all y'all. Y'all are beautiful people, man. We did that drive. We had an experience together. We enjoyed it, man. Those brothers, I wouldn't have traded that whole experience for nothing. Chilling with Stunner and the Shy Squad. I mean, I never in a million years thought I would have ever been in Chicago hanging out with a group of car guys that are phenomenal people, man. The Ace Roll and Catfish. I mean, SS Inferno, Stan Gang, SRT Speed 219. These are all Chicagoans that took me in like they knew me forever. And I had a great time with these guys. Just a great group of people. So the way I'm going to finish this video right now, and I know it's a little here and there, choppy, whatever it is, I just wanted to get this message out to everybody. And hopefully it translates to the way I wanted it to, is just, you know, get out there, pursue your goals, pursue your dreams, forget money, forget stature, forget other people and their opinions. Listen to your heart, listen to your mind, be realistic with the way the world works. Be driven, be relentless. Do not stop for anything. And I promise you, you will not regret it. I'm not going to promise you you're going to be successful and have a lot of money, because that's not what the message is here. The message is pursue the little things that you think. Sometimes people may say to you, oh, you know what, man, that's stupid. Or you don't say something to people. You don't tell something to people about yourself because you're afraid of their judgment. Screw that. Everybody's going to have judgment. Everyone's going to have an opinion. You're never going to appeal and please every single person in this lifetime. What you do with people with negativity in your life, or they come with negativity, just put them to the side. Maybe they have a valid point. You know, a lot of times we don't give credit to people with some of the stuff they say because of how negative it is. They actually mean a good critique, but they come out in a very negative way. So don't always be so quick to receive negativity and say, oh, that's negativity, push it away. No. Take it at face value. Is it going to change who you are and what you're doing? Absolutely not. But is it input that you may be able to use for yourself to better deliver your message? Absolutely. So ultimately, like I said, I hope you guys take this message away as an inspirational message, as something that it doesn't matter how big your channel is, or how many followers you have on Instagram, or how much money you have in the bank, or how nice your car is. If you got a chitty bang bang falling apart ride, go out there, make a video today on it. Tell everybody what you love about that car. Tell everybody what you hate about that car. Tell everybody what you're gonna do to replace that car. And there you go. You've already started, and you're already successful, and you're already moving forward. I mean, you guys can follow my channel. The history is there. I document a lot of this stuff and leave it up there, the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that anybody coming across my channel, anybody watching my channel, anybody looking at my stuff can say, hey, yeah, you know what? This guy, all he did was take his phone and do this stuff and edit this stuff this way and add some music and add some fonts and captions in it. It's exactly right. But I did it from my eyes and my mind and my heart and my soul. That's what makes it Demon Durango. Whenever you do your video, however you do it, whatever perspective and whatever box you put it in, like so, that's going to be your stuff. But all I can tell you is it's the people that get up every day and are relentless about what they believe and are relentless about what they have to do to get to where they're going and do not accept anything less from themselves. Those are the people that really get to where they're going. And happiness does not hinge on material things, okay? I am alive and well, breathing air. That's enough for me every day, guys. And if you make that enough for you, just the fact that you woke up this morning, you're breathing air, and you're able to move your own body and get around, my goodness, tremendous blessings. You just won the lottery of life for the day. So I'll leave you with that little bit of tidbit. I hope you all are blessed. I hope you all are being kind. I want to take this time also to say we're about to kick off the Kindness Challenge again. I did it last year, and it was huge success, and I love everybody that participated in it. The goal this year is going to be to kick off the Kindness Challenge again and see if we can double the amount of people that participate, because that's one of the things I would like to do before I leave this earth, is instill kindness and love and blessing into as many people as I come across and touch and impact. I think the world needs it. I think people need it. I think we're all human beings, and when we see other human beings achieving and doing what they really, really feel passionate about in life, that is when we get inspired and we go out and participate and put our drop in the bucket to be great humans. You know what I mean? So I hope you all stay blessed. One love, Demon Durango. Hope this gives you guys a little more insight as to me and who I am and what I'm about. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section if you want to know more. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section if you have questions for me and you want to understand some more from this video. And if not, thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the dislikes. Thanks for the great comments. Thanks for the hateful comments. I love it all. I appreciate it all. I'm out here in the world.